you walk in, please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, thank you for tuning in. Radio. Akeem, Jordan, what's cracking like? What's going on? What's happening? Happy Friday.
Living the dream.
Hey man, I feel good, man. Stay with him, living the dream as well, buddy. Let's go, let's
Yeah.
go, let's get it, let's get it.
Like, I mean, I'm feeling great, man. My team won last night with a numerous margin, so I'm pretty all right. But go ahead, Jordan, do a thing. Or and plus it's what 2 topic Friday, so we have two
Yes,
topics to talk about today. So it's gonna be really really dope. Let's get into it.
yes, we do. Yes, we do. We got two topics for y'all. We're gonna start be consistent with two topic Fridays with y'all. So we gonna make it a little bit interesting. So the first topic we got for you guys. This has been rumbling for a while, but now it's really picking up. And this involves with DJ Indy for the Breakfast Club. So apparently he's involved into a real estate flipping scam, a Ponzi scheme. And this is going on for a little bit. There's other podcasters has been talking about it, as in TJ Pocket Watcher, shout out to him, and also Tony the Closer, as you know, he's in real estate. He has a podcast as well. And so he's been. So I'm gonna read a little bit of details on it, and after that, we're gonna play the video of it. So, so DJ Envy has a partner called Caesar Pena, and he really is the center of the scheme. So he basically described himself as a social media influencer and known for his seminars about real estate. So in a report, they claimed that Caesar was taking money from investors with the promise of quick, massive gains, and then never paying them back. They cite at least 12 different lawsuits filed against him and interviewed two of the victims in the scam. I think one of the victims we're gonna play the video, and he's gonna really get into detail. And so here's where DJ Envy gets involved. Envy has appeared along with Pena Caesar at numerous talks before, and pictures of the two together made the rounds around social media. While many suspected that he was a part of the scheme as a result of their association, his lawyer claims that he is also the victim as well. DJ Envy also gave over $500,000 as in investments, which is he has not received back yet as well. The report also claimed that Caesar was collecting investments for properties that he never owned or already sold. The lawsuit filed against him has already amount to more than $10 million. That's a lot of money. So that's what they're suing him for. So go ahead, Hakeem, play the clip. I'm gonna play a clip for you guys of one of the people that's been suing, and he's definitely gonna talk about his story. Go ahead, Hakeem.
All right.
Fair use, fair use.
Dozens of tri-state area investors say they were victims of a Ponzi scheme, losing 6 figures each in what they thought was a legitimate real estate deal. News 12 senior investigative reporter Walt Kane has this Kane in Your Corner investigation.
I was happy to be a part of something, especially something this big.
Stanley Acosta thought it was his chance to give his family a better life. He invested $150,000 in cash in a real estate development deal. The money was supposed to be used to flip this property in Patterson. But Stanley says almost as soon as he signed the deal, something felt wrong.
One of the biggest flags for me was he didn't count the cash. I'm giving you $150,000 in cash. You're going to want to make sure that every dollar is there.
The developer was Cesar Pena, a social media influencer who advertises real estate seminars. Stanley's contract promised in return for his $150,000 investment, he'd get $45,000 in interest, a 30% return in just 5 months. But nearly a year later, he hasn't seen any money and says Pena has stopped returning messages.
From a financial standpoint, it's killed me completely. I've had to take out loans to pay off credit card debts.
And Stanley isn't alone. Kane in Your Corner has uncovered over a dozen lawsuits filed by people who say they invested with Pena and never got the money they were promised.
Texting him like almost every other day, like, hey, what's up with the money, Caesar? Like, I need that money, bro. Like, constantly texting him. He keeps delaying.
Our investigation finds in some cases Pena sold investments in properties real estate records show he never owned or sold years earlier. The lawsuits already total close to $10 million, with more being filed every week.
For the last year and a half or more, it's just been taking money in from people, and there's been no likelihood of people getting their money back.
Some of the lawsuits also mention Rashawn Casey. He's a radio personality who goes by the name DJ Envy. Casey often appeared with Pena at real estate seminars, but his attorney insists he's a victim too.
And DJ Envy also gave $500,000 as an investment, which he has not received back yet.
Pena's attorney declined to be interviewed, but in a letter to the court, he complains about the tactics he says some investors are using. He writes, "My clients need time to first protect their family from threats of death, rape, and physical harm. After that," he writes, "they need to make serious and complex decisions as to how to move forward and what attorney or attorneys to move forward with." As for Stanley Acosta, he just hopes he and his family get some of their money back.
If I had an opportunity to say something to Caesar and his family, it would be to just do right by the victims.
The SEC says before you invest money in any business deal, have an attorney review the contract and beware of anyone who guarantees high profits, especially if they also say there's little to no risk involved. In your corner, I'm Walt Kane, News 12.
So yeah, as you can see, people are keep on suing Caesar, which is DJ Envy's partner, and also DJ Envy as well. As you can see, not just him, but you see it. There's a lot of, especially with the social media after the pandemic, a lot of these people, these fake gurus, fake real estaters, they come online and they say they know what they're doing, and they say, hey, invest in this, and then you'll get big residual income back or with seconds or in a matter of 2 or 3 years. And unfortunately, Caesars and DJ Envy, they're involved in the schemes, and you can see people they're losing their money. As the guy said, he had he invested so much money that never got an income back, and now he had to take out loans just to pay his credit card, all his debt back, and all his debt. And people are hurting from this, and it's looking like that there's more people might consistently come out and sue Caesar and also DJ Envy. And right now it's not looking good for DJ Envy. Of course DJ Envy is not going to talk about it, but there's been other podcasts, like I said earlier before, who has talked about this situation, and it's not looking good right now. All right, guys, I want to pass it to you guys. So Ronnie, what do you think about this DJ Envy? His involvement into this Ponzi scheme of with his partner Caesar, being like an influencer of putting in money and not getting a return. How you feel about this take?
No, I was saying I think I seen a recent video. I think came out with what I think like Envy and his comrade, pretty much both of them were trying to pretty much scam in that investment company. That what I was hearing, but DJ Envy never came out, never spoke anything about it. So I thought it was just fake news or something like that. But then I found out it was actually real that him and his compadre, pretty much both of them are doing it. It's just shocking. And I think not only that, but I think Rick Ross also did a video of him making fun of DJ Envy and said about, I thought you was a baller or something like that. But now look, you barely can afford I think pretty much a apartment complex. So it's just shocking. It's just shocking to see him actually doing that, because I thought he was I'm not gonna lie, I thought he was a man of integrity, a man with morals. So I thought he would be the last person who would do something like that. But people are people. They'll do whatever they got to do to pretty much be on top. But I would like to see Hakeem take on it, because I found it to be very different, because I'm still shocked by it though. But
thank you so much, my brother, for giving me the alley-oop. Shout outs to Sherry Bryant. Shout outs to Chocolate Earth Foundation. Shout outs to my blood brother Ken Dog for joining me today. I want to come at this from a sense that I've learned the hard way. America's lust for money and success will drive people to do the worst things and make you do the things that are just stupid. Being content and happy with what you got has to be that. There's nothing wrong with striving with perfection. Everything takes time. People want to jump the gold line, and this is why they're easily able to get deceived. Oh, fam, you put about a stack in here. You put about a stack in here. I could bring you about 5,000. I got duped like that so many times. I've got tooken like that so many times. They just lucky that they didn't get with the right person who was at your mama's house with machine guns. It's some guys ready to crash out about this money. These unsuspected people who are struggling in life want to do better. They had the right heart for it, but the mind wasn't there. Family, you got $150,000. What you trying to invest with a fat Hispanic guy? He took your money and ran. You should have took that money, got you a duplex or a quadplex, rented out the bottom two. You set your family up. It's just that simple at times. But no, I want to make a quick flip. You want to make $1 million. God don't want you to have $1 million. This is why you'll get scammed. This is and then Cesar Pena and Rashawn Casey deserve 5,000 lashes each, because they use the biggest weakness that we have as people in America: success, status, prestige, and accessories.
I think, personally, I think we all got involved in some type of policy scheme or some type of scam. I know I did. I did when I was, a young buck. I remember there was a scam called Cutco. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it. And I remember they sent, what they did was they send you a mail to, anybody in high school and college. And at the time, you say you get paid like, $15. It looked like it said $15 per hour, but you didn't read the fine feet of it. And when I saw it, I was like, wait a minute, $15 an hour. I was 17. I'm like, oh shoot, let me go. I told my mom, we're excited. Mama drove me, went to the interview, listened, and what they'll do is they'll look at individuals, see who's very interested, who want the money, and then they'll get you in. And then the next couple of days, you're in orientation and everything, and that's where they kind of lure you and say, hey, you gotta pay this amount, or you should get the fee in. And that's when I'm like, that's my first time, finding out about scammers and Ponzi schemes. Now, and people follow Ponzi schemes and stuff all the time. And what people is doing is like Caesar, they talk to you like to make you feel good, make you say, hey man, this could change your lifestyle. And usually what sometimes they'll do, they show you like people, they'll try to get you in with the Ponzi scheme. They show you like the fancy cars, the fancy houses, maybe some jewelry, watches, anything that's like, hey, look what I got, and if you join us here, look, look how I'm rolling, look at my cars and everything. And that's sometimes how they get you. Hey, Barry White. She's in the building.
Been out in Mississippi. Joining Mississippi. Now Barry White, she doing her thing. She's been very busy with work. Great to see you here. Great to see you here. Red Lipstick Vibe.
Yeah, Just Jay.
Chocolate Earth.
Yeah.
But I want to say something, Jordan. I want to correct myself. DJ Envy has been speaking out about the lawsuit of the $1 So I want to retrace my comment because I'm reading it right now. He has pretty much been speaking out about it and say they are wrong. The allegations are false. So pretty much it's just rumors. Pretty much what he stated in there, and then he said there is no scamming going on. That they pretty much was using the money to pretty much to buy the property, which is worth $1.5 million. So there's no scamming. According to him, there is no scamming going on. So
yeah, but how's it look? It's not looking good, man.
yeah.
But so back what I was saying. So yeah, people like that, and that's what Cesar Pena is doing. He's trying to make people feel good, and just showing us like, hey, if you invest in this, you'll get it with residual income, make money quick, fast. And it's not just him, it's all over social media, and people fall for it, unfortunately. And the thing is, it's like, to spot out people like that, you know, you just got to look at their history, this read their history, look and do a background check and see if they're real or not. And I feel like a lot of people that fall to this, they really don't do that, and that's how they get duped, and that's how, you know, the people that, you know, they got involved with, they got duped, and now they suing, you know, Caesar and a little bit of DJ Envy. So, you know, what that is, you know, it's not looking good. Um, Hopefully DJ Envy he jumps on it and fixes it right away before it keeps piling up and piling up and piling up until it be so big. It's like, oh wow, he's in a deep of a hole. So yeah, man, it's like I said, this was going on for months, and it's not looking good. It's not looking good for DJ Envy, man. And, you know, it's like I'm 50-50. I feel bad, but I don't feel bad because you know, if you because the thing is, you should know your part. You should know Caesar. You should have did a background check on them. But instead, you know, you with him majority of the time. People see you when you go to these events. Also, you know, showing your face with him, or, you know, promoting on social media. You know, either on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, whatever. We're really promoting. And you know, and if you see and if people see you with that person, and you know, and they sue you about it, you know, it's not gonna look good. Definitely not gonna look good.
The situation with Muhammad, assalamu alaikum. You said what about Bro Polite? What happened? Brother Polite was found pretty much guilty. He did, so you'll be going pretty much right now. He's in West Miami Dade correctional facility. I think he's gonna be spending there for like years.
7 years.
And also 10 years probation, which is the hardest part. He got 10 years probation. He's not, and also you gotta pay a restitution fee of, I think, on 25K. So for child molestation, we haven't touched the case because pretty much Hakeem Jordan never brought the case up, so that's why we haven't discussed it. But yeah, but he was found guilty. He took the plea deal, but if he
Yep.
did the deal, he would have did 60 years in prison because they had too many evidence against him. So, Brother Polite is yeah, he's in West Miami Dade on correction, a correction of somewhere in West Miami Dade, somewhere. So that way he would spend most of his 7 years there, but he might get out on quote unquote good behavior, and he only served 3 years. He only served 3 days in jail, so they use that as one of his credit. 3 days in jail. So yeah, so Brother Polite is gone. You won't. If you see videos posted about him, like on his page on Instagram, it's pretty much his wife or somebody else doing it. Jail. Like he's in jail. He's not even out. He's in jail.
Mhm.
So if you ever like, oh, he's posting videos, that's an old video of probably his wives are posting, but he's gone. So yeah, but back to what you were saying, Jordan, on the aspect of DJ Envy, I agree with you 110%. I think he need to go and clip it up because if not, it's going to pretty much give him a bad name because they're like, oh, don't do business with DJ Envy because now he's pretty much known as a scammer. That's why he's fighting the allegations. Say, nah, I'm not a part of that. Me and my friend, we went through with the deal, so it's not him going in and scheming. And that's why I say you got to be careful of trying to get rich quick scheme because those type of things get you into a lot of trouble. I mean, one time I was thinking about joining one guy. I was like, wow, I give you $1,000 and I come back with 100K to try to get rich, but look at the hell you go through and the result of that.
No, definitely. But there's also one point where it's going to be hard for him to get out of this because they're going to say that you use your likeness and your celebrity to bring people in. That's why they caught him up because a lot of people wouldn't have messed with Caesar Pena because they didn't know him. They know DJ Envy. So he's caught up due to his name.
Exactly, and that's what's gonna hurt him right there. It's gonna hurt him. You know, like I said, with the likeness, him showing up on social media, it's like I said, it's like y'all brothers, y'all teammates. You know, y'all doing the same thing, but yeah, man, it's not looking good.
Muhammad asks, where did that guy get 150 cash to invest?
That's a good question.
Cash.
If it's cash, people surprisingly people keep forgetting the bank will loan you the money. That what people don't understand. Banks will loan you the money, and they feel like they're gonna get a return on their investment. You could go to the bank and offer and show your like a portfolio or your action plan, the bank will give you any type of money you want. It's just like a certain group of people have a hard time, if you get my drift, have a hard time to get money from the bank. But normally the bank, they will give it to you. If you go in there like, oh yeah, I'm going to this real estate firm. They talking about if I only is like 100K cash, they're gonna invest the money gonna come back to 1.5. The bank will like, okay, cool. Cause then now I know I'm gonna get money on my interest. I'm gonna get pretty much return on my interest rate. So they're gonna do it.
Yeah, and like I said, and the thing is, they're splattered around Instagram for eventually, and the thing is, it's like, you always get them. Like I get paid once or twice a week. They try to add you as a friend, and not just you probably will alert say it probably be something about crypto or something about stocks and all that type of things, and it has certain amount of followers and certain amount of followings, and they have pictures of them having nice houses and nice cars and jewelry, all the things. And I was like, man, you can tell it's all fake and everything. And what I do when I see, I just block them. And I don't know if you guys get those type of stuff on people be seeing you friend requests about it, Hakeem or Ronnie, about some type of real estate or crypto and all that type of stuff.
No, they'll say Hakeem was a ghost of that. Whereas Hakeem,
Yeah.
I was doing some questionable things, so I wanted to cover the camera. I wanted to just be very, clean about it. But what I wanted to say is this, there's scams is out here. I don't mind doing business with nobody. I just need to know where your mama stay. Then I know you for real not gonna play me. If I know where your mother stay at, then I know you're not gonna play me. I need to know where you stay at, where your kids go to school at. I give you $150,000. I'm going to know if you're AB positive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, Sugar Bomb, we will soon. We about to get in in a moment or two, because we about to get heavy on that. Go ahead, Hakeem.
Yeah, no, that's all I said. Polite was between women's legs, like most. They don't not need women but men in the same room where we are not married in Islam, especially stepkids and students in the classroom who are stating to reach purity.
Yeah, Polite guy. Well, pretty much he got, he did what he did on up to it, and then that's it. What it is. I think it was a smart move for him to do a plea deal. If not, like I said, he would have did like 60 years in prison. So he took the plea, so you get out in 7. But that 10 years probation gonna be tough, because if you actually go look at the case of that 10 years, he can't be around children, he can't be around his own kids, he can't be showing guns, he can't go with no facility where there any form of kids at all. It's crazy. Like Florida do not play when it comes to child molestation, and that's what people gotta understand. Like certain states, they don't play with that. They will put you that plea deal. You're like, oh man, he got 7 years, sounds good, but really look and dig into that case, it's a sad situation. Like his life is pretty much done, and he has to get a job. So Hakeem can't use YouTube as like, oh, I'm getting paid off YouTube. Nope, you got to get a regular job. I'm telling you, it's bad. Like really, look at that case. That shit crazy. Yeah, but Vibe with Big Heavy Podcast. What's going on? What's going on, man?
What they do?
What's going on? And also, he got a register. I don't know if he registered already. He got registered as a sex offender too.
No, he doesn't. That's the only thing he does. No.
Wow.
But if you look inside the case, like look and dig into it, he gonna get right back in there, because it's telling him like certain things he normally would do, he can't do it no more.
No.
He can't have alcohol. So it's just it's crazy. It's crazy. He could have just went to trial. He should have just took it to trial if I was him. But sometimes I understand why guys do the plea, but nah. They got him good. The prosecutor got him good, real good. Yeah, so like I was saying with the scamming, that was a DJ MB say he's fighting against the scamming. I was reading some of the sources now. They say he's fighting against it. Because remember, it just stains his name. Because remember, people know him for the Breakfast Club. So when he comes out of the Breakfast Club, people gonna be like, man, he's a guy that been scammed, or when the guy all with people scamming. So it's like he just gotta clear his name. I'm just sorry. He really gotta clear his name, like for real. because people look at him as a public figure, especially when it comes to the aspect of radio and podcasting. So it's like, okay, should Hakeem and Jordan should we take his advices now? Cause he might put me in a Ponzi scheme.
Nope. Nah. I need to look at your history, yo.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
do
I need to know where
background
your
check.
mama stay at.
Exactly. I need a
I'm giving
background
you
check.
any amount of money. I need to know where your mama stay at.
Facts.
Scared money don't make money. What you mean?
I understand that. I ain't scared, but if
It's
I
not-
know that,
No, I was gonna say I'm not scared, but if there's a risk into it, and if I hear some type of scamming type of tones or Ponzi type of tones, like no way. That's just me. Go ahead, Hakeem.
No, just
yeah.
talking about DJ MB Breakfast Club, and we were talking about Polite for Muhammad. He was asking questions about Polite. That's why we touched on Polite. But the topic here is about DJ Envy, not Brother Polite. Go ahead.
Yeah. You know, the thing is, we can't be so hungry for money, and we have to think clearly when we got to do it. And really, if you got an idea, stick to your own ideas. Don't try to get with people, because in our community, we easily are the ones that get scammed. We just hand over the money. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? Because everybody, and you got to look at it, man. The need to do better. And the step that the want to do better is the reason why people take advantage of us at. Everybody just wants to be just a step ahead of where they are. And they'll do anything to thinking that an extra $1,000 will solve a problem. An extra, no. Remy's not innocent. Remy's not innocent on Spotlight.
We're gonna get to it.
There.
We're gonna get it. We're gonna get there.
We're gonna get there, baby, because I'm hurt. I'm hurt.
We almost done with DJ Envy.
We almost done.
The folks that they can't wait. They wait for that. Well, go ahead. Jordan can make the call.
You see, just hear me out say Danny Masterson got 30 years a few days ago. Now that's Now that's crazy though. And then the media attacked Ashton Kutcher and his wife for supporting Daniel Masters, which I thought was like, you know what I mean? That's a little fishy. That whole situation, that's a whole nother segment because I'm still a little bit confused because he was my guys on that 70s show. I actually liked him.
Yeah, I didn't like that. You know, they had a provide apology letter, and they had a foundation that had to close down too, right?
Yeah, man, they attacked Ashton Kutcher for supporting a friend. But the thing I want to tell to everybody, all that glitter is not gold. My cousin tells me this all the time. He told me this I was younger. I ignored him. Success takes time. Reaching the pinnacle, you can't skip steps. You know what I mean? And I think that a lot of our brothers and sisters allowed to get taken over because they just want to skip a step or two when you need to take it. Take that. That's my take.
All right. We about to jump in. We gotta jump into the big topic. I'm gonna say this for you guys. It's gonna be juicy. So it's about Remy Ma and Papoose. So let's get on to it. So there was a battle rap that happened a couple of days ago, and it involved Gitchy, Gotti, and Easy the Block Captain. Now, Easy the Block Captain is, we don't know, but allegedly, they said him and Remy Ma has been seeing each other for the past couple months, and Papoose has been nowhere in sight. There was a show. I don't know if it was in Atlanta or it was in Charlotte, Carolina, where Remy Ma was talking about the battle rap that she does, that's hers, and Papoose was on her side. It was Easy the Block Captain, and now it's been rumors until a battle rap came up, which we're gonna play for you guys. It's entertaining, and once and Geechee got all Easy to Block about Remy Ma Papoose, and after people watched that, people was looking like, well, wait a minute. You put it out there that rep like that, Remy Ma was there. She was just looking, not fazed by anything, and she just stayed there, looked up, said, "Hey, it is what it is." So, Papoose is not saying anything about it, or Remy Ma's not saying anything about it. So we're gonna show you guys a better rap. We're gonna show you the part with Geechee Gotti was getting on Easy Block, the captain. It's about 3 to 4 minutes long, and then we're gonna play Remy Ma's reaction about it. Go ahead, Hakeem.
No, definitely. Hold on 1 minute. Damn. Damn, this shit is. Hold on.
Hey, go ahead, play. Hold on, Hakeem. For you guys, like I see, they're just me. Y'all, he said this is rap. This is just talking, and King says this is music. So y'all don't know, this is battle rap. This battle rap is going off, for like 40 years. So with battle rapping, there's sometimes there's music, or sometimes they're just, it's a battle rap. You might go off for 1 minute, 2 minutes, or 3 minutes. And it goes on like underground cities like New York, Detroit, Philly, mostly in some Chicago, mostly in Midwest cities and East Coast cities. Like I said, battle rap has been going on for a long time. Go ahead, I can't play the Remy Ma's her reaction.
Listen, it's battle rap. I knew when I got in here, like I done been to 1,000 battles, seen the battle turn, say something to bleed, say something to smack, like so I'm used to it. It's like it's to be expected. It's not the first time somebody said my name in one of the rounds, but it's
right.
Battle rap. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm happy. Great event.
But this is the first time somebody was actually rapping at you. That was a long time. I didn't know he was gonna stand there that long either.
He loves me. She loves me.
I think we all do. So you said Geechee won the battle? Is that what you're saying?
When I said that,
I don't know if this is what I heard you say.
The Black Hat is the face of home 23. I don't know what you're talking about. The whole crowd didn't say that. I'll let you guys decide.
I'll play with you. The crowd was saying it was either way, so.
Yeah, I'm not biased.
Not at all. Yeah. Okay. And how'd you give this event?
What you mean?
5, 6, 7. On a scale of 1 to 10, how did you feel about your fifth event?
I said like an 8.7.
It was a 10.
I was a little. I would have liked the ACC.
All right, so there's our reaction. So yeah, this was huge. So for I don't know, a lot of people, haven't seen Remy Ma and Papoose for a little bit. Papoose hadn't seen anything out yet. And like I said, Remy Ma, she really say nothing right there. She just talked about the battle and everything. And so like I said, Remy and Papoose, they've been married for the past 15 years. They have a daughter. The couple has previously been praised for their long-standing relationship, especially as Pop stuck by his wife's side when she went to prison for 6 years over her assault charge. So it's a rumor. It's a rumor. We don't know yet. We don't know. It's just a rumor. And unfortunately, with that battle rap, it's just put it out there, and everybody's mind goes about buzzing. So this is gonna be interesting. Go ahead, Rodney. What's your take on this?
I can't. How should I do it, man? You want me to keep it PG-13, or you want me to keep it rated R?
You need to go in.
Go in, man. We in the second half. Go ahead.
Because I'm gonna go in.
No, but the thing I'm afraid, because I have an image out here, man. Fuck it. You get what I'm saying? It's chaos culture, whatever. I'm not gonna lie. I don't trust her. I think she did it. I've dealt with girls like that before. They act like everything's cool, everything's chill, everything's line. I'm not that type of girl. I won't go out there and cheat on you, even though the simple fact is he's been with her for a very long time. Even the aspect of her being in jail, you see, there is no rumors about him dealing with anybody. Mind you, anybody. Nowhere in sight. And mind you, she's been in the industry for a very long time. Just because they act like she's innocent because of the simple fact she's a woman doesn't mean that, especially a black woman, doesn't mean that she's innocent or guilty. But to me, I think she's guilty. That's why the whole time she was quiet. And mind you, when there's a battle rap, Jordan and Hakeem, we already know how it goes in battle rap. Sometimes they go in, but when they go in, it be the truth. That's why they're going in, because they know deep down inside it's going to hurt your feelings. If you pay attention to the guy's body language, you see how just pay attention to his body language. He's like, damn, really? I can't believe she did that to me. He's hurt by it. He came. He pretty much the guy went in 110% and made sure to leave a mark. And that's exactly what he did because they don't understand. Remy, remember, she have a name for herself right now, especially on social media. That guy, I ain't gonna lie, that's the worst thing. That one right there, that guy, he did the worst thing. I think most guys don't even want to hear that, like about your woman that you've been through from pretty much all the way through by her being in jail and her coming out and making sure she have a roof and everything over her head. This is why I be telling you, man, some of these girls ain't shit, man, for real, because there's guys that put in their hard-earning love, their lifestyle, everything to that woman, and that woman still go out there and do dirt. So I see why certain guys complain about certain type of women, and she's one of those type of women. I'm sorry, even though she looks good, she's pretty. Black woman, I respect black women, but at the same time, wrong. That bitch is wrong, man. Go ahead, Hakeem.
All right, Hakeem, your turn, man. I definitely want to hear from you, man. Go ahead.
The ski mask gotta come on.
Put the ski mask on, baby.
I gotta put the mask on.
He about to spit some hot fire.
The mask gotta get on. Yes, motivation vision. I needed a ski mask for this one. Because what I'm about to say is going
to... You had to take a moment.
I felt like Remy cheated on me. I felt like she cheated on us. The symbol of hood black love was Remy and Papoose. I've been following Papoose since Alphabetic Slaughter. Law Library 1 through 9. Go look it up on YouTube if you want to get out of jail. He did something most men would never do. Held a woman down while she was in jail. 15 years you do this, every show would have got shot up. 15 years. 15 years. Now, mind you, this is the reason men like me scared to fall in love. We love so much that we get hurt in the process because we don't understand the game. Papoose ain't never been caught cheating. He ain't never been caught with no fun boy. He's certified. Y'all also forget he took care of her kid because she has another child. She has another child besides that. I knew something was wrong with her. When she got on the interview, she said, I still feel like I'm 35 because I was in jail. But you 45 and you with somebody that's 25. No married woman is going to be doing a press run with some nigga like that. Some dusty nigga in a fitted cap. How you break up black love? Black hood love. This the same way I felt that when Jada Pinkett and Will Smith relationship wasn't real. Now Tiana Taylor and Iman Shepherd. Does that mean we get married? Does that mean that I got to be with you for you to wake up one morning? I'm going to go fuck with somebody 35, 25, and I'm 60. We all got to die today. Easy to Block Captain. The whole show would have got shot up. Cars would have got broken into, all that. I'm hurt. I know that man hurt. I know that man because I'm hurt for him. I was listening to his music the whole time I was crying when I said, "Not Remy ain't do that. Remy ain't do that." She is 45. She is 45, baby, right? Let me cook. The one man who did something that most men would not do was stick by a woman in her need. Most men walk out as soon as trouble comes, because I'll just replace you with a younger one. He said no. He said no. I'm sticking by my girl. My brother of Liberian descent. Let's also forget he's half African. His daddy's African from Liberia. I studied him. I'm not gonna even acknowledge that. Go ahead.
Right.
We're not gonna even acknowledge that.
You better be playing. I know Barry White. You better be playing on that. Not just long ago. They said even Tasha K was cheating on her. Go ahead, Jordan. Go. I don't know
I think it's the same thing with Charlamagne said, black man no cheat. I don't want to hear all that. Okay, and back to me. Okay.
Joking. She must be joking. But
yeah, battle rapping. I've been listening to battle rapping for a long time. I've been in some battle rappings. And what the thing about battle rapping is, from what I know, we want to find truths about you. We want to roast you as bad as we want to. And if we find the truth, we're going to use it. And we're going to expose it. That's what I know about battle rapping. So when I heard that man was battle rapping and talking to Remy Ma, what are you going to lie for? Was I surprised and shocked? Hell yeah, I was shocked. I definitely was shocked. Because like you guys said, Papoose, hold that woman down. It is very rare you see a black man like Papoose, who went to jail for charges for 6 years. And not only that, Papoose married her while she was in prison.
Yes. Yes.
While she was in prison.
He was the prison wife.
Right.
Preach on it, Jordan. Fact.
And usually men don't do that. Usually women do that. Women do that.
Yeah.
So when you see a man do that, Papoose to say, hey man, hey, we're gonna get married. Don't worry about anything. When I got you, I'm gonna help you down. You're gonna do good. Just make sure you do your time, you come back, I got
you. It's not like she had money when she came out. Who you think was financing her?
Then I said that. I stated that. And the only thing is, what made this situation bad, you got a guy. Because women say, oh, ain't no good man out here, ain't no good man out here, ain't no good man. Especially a black man. They always say that. Especially a black man. Then you got a black man who held you down while you're in jail, but then you want to go out there and dirt. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I keep saying, Hakeem and Jordan, I say it all the time. I don't care what nobody says. Pretty much, I don't care what nobody say in the chat. Women love pain. You get what I'm saying? They love pain. They love pain. I don't care what nobody say. They can follow me. They can subscribe to me. They don't even need to talk to me no more. Women love pain, bro. Because when you have a good man that's telling you down like that, while you in jail for 6 years, bro, and Mike, like I said, there's no rumors of him cheating at all. And you gonna do something like this, and people like, oh no, Barry White like, nah, Ronnie, it's battle rap. Relax. I'm like, nah, because I know how battle rap goes.
I know. Yeah, Ronnie. When battle rapping comes, I know it's from Detroit. In the Detroit base or Michigan base, we have to find something to get you on. I don't care what it is. New York is the same. New York is the same way.
Not every black guy is like the devil. Some black guys literally trying to build with women out here.
Yeah.
Out here still doing motherfucking dirt. I would say, man, some of them deserve to be in the trash. You feel me?
All right. I got a perfect example. Everybody saw 8 Mile, right? Everybody saw 8 Mile. So remember at the ending when it was Eminem against Papa Doc. So remember what Eminem did, instead of going against him, he was like, okay, never mind. I'm gonna use the stuff that he's gonna say against me. He did that. He passed it to Papa Doc. Papa Doc choked because Eminem knew what he was gonna say. Personal stuff that might hurt Eminem, but the thing is, he used it against him. When it comes to battle rap, that's how it goes. I don't care. When it comes to battle rap, truths are spoken into. There ain't no lies. Truths are spoken. Any rap battle rap you go, especially if you're going to the Midwest or the East Coast, especially New York City or Detroit or Philadelphia or Chicago. When it comes to battle rap, they need to find something they can get you in. If it's gonna hurt you personally or we're gonna roast you, they're gonna find something and it's gonna be out like that. And Remy Ma is like, and then look at Remy Ma's reaction. You know, she was it's like, you know, she was still faced, but but it feels like it was the truth because, you know, when it comes to battle rap, truth will come out. I don't care if it's deep, dark secrets, truth goes come out. Period. Point blank, period.
This is for On the Spot Live TV. Shout outs to her. Y'all go subscribe. On the Spot Live, I'm gonna tell you this one time. Chrome 23 would have been nothing without Papoose. Nothing. Let's get that straight. They're married. So his energy hadn't came from that.
Yeah, just me out. That was about. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, just me out. That was battle rapping. That's what be what music. But yeah, that's battle rapping. That's battle rapping. Best. Yes.
Chrome 23 would have been nothing without Papoose. Now it's a freak show since this happened.
But I can't enjoy it. I'm telling you, some of these women deserve ain't good shit niggas. I promise you. And I don't feel bad for them anymore. Before I used to feel like, damn, man, why he doing us so wrong? Some of these women deserve it. You get what I'm saying?
Go in.
A guy like him, if I was a matchmaker, I'd be like, nah, you got to get yourself like a Just J, Motivating Vision, or Chocolate Earth. People that's building. Women like her is trash, bro.
I'll just say it like this. Yeah, might like this. Hey, demons need to attract other demons. Sometimes demons don't need to get with good people because they're gonna mess up your life. They're gonna F up your life. So demons need to be with other demons.
He on this man's wife, God in there, wife, but she trash, bro.
Yeah.
Real shit. Like there's good women out here, and they're giving bad women a bad state.
Talk about it.
Chukianas, all these women are trash, bro. I don't feel sorry for him no more. I really don't. Like what happened with Remy? The only reason why I'm very passionate about this one because the guy's a good dude. You know he's a good dude. Everybody know he's a good dude.
Very good dude.
Funny him online. It's like how you make fun of somebody that held a girl down for 6 years in jail, bro? That makes no sense.
Zero.
I'm hurt.
And like I said, like when she was in jail, we ain't hear nothing of Papoose messing around. Till this day, we hear nothing. Papoose was messing around.
Listen,
nothing. Squeaky clean.
Let's not forget. Somebody said this on another live. When she was locked up, he practically seen her multiple times a month for the last 7 years because the jail was not too far.
Joe, yep, I remember she met.
Yeah.
Where's she saying at Rikers Island, right?
They've been saved. They want black men to be.
No.
Then look what you do. I know, Judge Young, we don't know the true story. Of course, we don't know the full story because she not even. That's the thing. She's not saying nothing about it. I think it's smart because I know if she says something about it, everybody like, man, she's lying. So keep your mouth shut. Let you and your husband handle that in counseling or in a private room. I don't think everybody should know your business. That's why I said I'm mad at that guy doing the battle rap. Like he should have just kept it. There's certain things you gotta know. Like keep it on G code. That guy is sloppy too. I'm not gonna give him the credit. He's sloppy. Because most men won't even say nothing. They'll be like, I'm fucking your wife, but they'll keep their mouth shut. He want to run his mouth because he know it's going to hurt him. That's why. Go ahead, Jordan. You was going to say something.
No, I wasn't. I'm just going to say, yeah, it's just a shame. It's just a shame. Like I said, most of the people looked up to, Remy and Papoose. They was like the epitome of black love right there, especially in the streets.
Just Jay asked a question, Hakeem. I think for you, she said, what's a good woman?
Okay, now the ski mask comes off. Since Jess J got it, I got to take the mask off because I got to come at it in a respectful manner because she's a queen, just like the rest of the crew. I got to take the mask off. I say this with a heavy heart, Jess J. A woman with discernment, a woman that's meek, a woman who cares and who wants to love her family, a woman who's willing to work out when things get difficult.
Okay, that's full of shit.
Listen.
I don't believe you.
Listen. A marriage is like working at Walmart. It's very tough, long hours. And you might not get paid much, but the job you do is fulfilling. You know what I mean? Until you work hard enough, you might get promoted. That's a good woman. That's a good woman. A good woman who's willing to go through the pain of the relationship. A woman who doesn't feel unfulfilled.
No, I'm laughing. I'm sorry, because Jabari said you talking from your book.
Yeah, that's why I'm laughing at Jabari.
You know what I'm saying? A woman who's unfulfilled.
I already know, man.
You know what I mean? That's who she is. You know what I mean? Like, as I gaze out there, my image of a good woman is not clouded. A God-fearing woman. Proverbs 31. And a lot of you women in the chat are good women. I know you are. I know you are.
DB's been a shout out to DB.
Shout outs to DB.
Welcome, DB. Welcome. Hey, Motivate Business, great marketing. It is.
Hey, I'm telling y'all, this year looked like 2020, man. People are just breaking up, yo. This week was a breakup week right here. With the Papoose and the Remy situation, Jeezy and Jeannie Mod, and also the Iman Shumpert and what's her name? I'm sorry, I'm talking too fast. Help me out.
Just wiping these tears of pain. Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Taylor.
Yes, and Tiana. Yeah, and Tiana. We and Tiana. And to me, y'all, I'm just saying, y'all. Even though they separated and it looks like they might get a divorce, this is just me. But I feel like because of they had remember the rumors that they've been in a couple threesomes and foursomes.
Yep.
I just feel like, don't quote me on this. I don't know, but I just feel like Tiana Taylor might get a woman.
Oh, you didn't see her red bone?
No, I didn't see her. No.
Yeah, she was. Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Majority of the time, when it comes to the aspect of divorce, some of these men go into these divorce because of the simple fact of the kids, and they're trying to hold these whorish type women down. I'm not calling her a whore, but I'm just saying like these whorish type women down. So they were like, oh, let me just put a ring on her. It might calm her down a bit. Not necessarily. Some women are just whores. Like, I believe that. Some people may disagree with me on that, but I believe some women are just naturally whores. Some of them, not all. Some of them are just naturally whore, and they got to be sexually liberated. They got to be free. You got to let them run wild. You can't hold those type of women down.
Mm-hmm.
Or she's a whore. Just know, like, hey, she's a whore. She's not a wife material. I need to go look for a wife material. That's the problem with these men in Hollywood. They go for these women thinking they're wives. They are not wives, man.
Hey, as they all say, you can't throw a hoe to a housewife. I heard that for a long, long time. Baby.
That is true. But
5 years. I learned that from my uncle who's been married for 50 years. So they telling me this all the time, like, hey, get your woman that's gonna hold you down. Them hoes in Hollywood? Please.
Please, exactly.
Yeah, a lot of people say she's gay, but allegedly. They say she's with the rainbow, supposedly.
And listen here, and if she is, love wins.
Yeah.
Love wins. We don't hate, but the marriage has been fractured.
Oh, Chocolate Earth, she had a question to ask you.
Oh,
go ahead, Chocolate Earth. Put down what's the question?
Go ahead, beautiful.
You can drop the link for this whoever woman want to come up. We got like 10 minutes left.
Yeah.
Chocolate Earth. She can get on.
Hey, I'm gonna switch to my iPad because my phone about to die. I'm gonna switch it.
Yeah,
the
link.
I'm gonna drop the link. Any one of the lovely ladies we care about can join this panel.
Yeah, and you don't have to cam up.
You don't have to cam up. You know what I mean? That's me being submissive, saying you don't have to cam up. That's us being submissive. You know what I mean? Us being supportive.
out for the 13 people that's watching us. We really do greatly appreciate it. Because at one point, we only had one people watching us.
One of the people.
13 really do greatly appreciate it.
We're nothing without y'all. Especially the women in the chat. We're nothing without y'all. Your femininity keeps our masculinity in check.
Yeah, the link is dropped. You guys can come up.
Yeah, definitely want to hear from you guys. Go ahead.
I dropped the link. Oh, okay. Listen, you don't have to cam up.
No, you don't have to. That's fine.
You don't have to cam up. Listen, because you want to know why? No link for me. Hey. Yeah.
Drop it. Jordan have to drop it. Hold on.
Yeah, drop it on for on the spot live. Because you want to know something? Y'all femininity keep our masculinity in check.
All right.
Drop the link for on the spot live. Is she from your channel?
Jordan.
My channel? Okay, hold on. Give me a second.
And listen here. Subscribe to On the Spot Live TV. I've watched your content. She done beautiful.
Hello. Can y'all hear me okay?
Hey.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I had to cam up to ask this question.
Go ahead.
How y'all doing?
We good.
Go ahead. When it hurts so bad. When it hurts so bad.
Yay. Oh, wait, hold on. I don't want to get y'all in trouble. I have something on my shoulders. Hold on. There you go. Let me go back to asking about the use of the word whores. I want to go back to that because I hear that a lot about these women. However, what about the men who like them? What about the men and women who have a business of supporting them? And I'm not just talking about anything like that because let's be honest, right? Men, boys, y'all go through a phase just like girls go through a phase. We start experimenting. We don't understand our emotions. Sometimes we do make mistakes, on and on. But what about the men who are in constant barrage of, come on, girl, if you love me, let me get it. Because what men say to each other is not what they say to the women that they want to bed. And that conversation gets glossed over, and it's not to blame anyone. I just would like to understand that better. Because see, as a woman, I only know so much. I know that men will sleep with women who we call promiscuous or she running wild or rampant. However, we don't talk about those men. We blame it on her as if she's running around just her coochie just sucking men out their house and making them do the things that they're gonna do. So how do you address that? Because it's like I understand where you're coming from, and I believe that if a woman wants to be married, I don't care what her past was. If that's what she wants, that's what she wants. If he wants to marry her and it's love and they enjoy each other, as long as they are okay, I do not care. However, I do have an issue with the correlation that a woman who is sexually liberated can be whorish. You see what I'm like? That's a dangerous dichotomy to present as a way to go, well, this is why these women, Sukiana, da 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 da. Yes, I get it, but men weren't women. Sukiana didn't get to her height off of women, black women alone. So, like, when we gonna have that conversation? That don't have to be today, but I wonder about that because y'all be quick, and when I say y'all, I mean in the space of men talking about women. Y'all be quick to talk about the hot girls on the side, but we all know the truth that those hot girls are hot girls because Boys are letting her know that she's hot. And just like men let women know they're more attractive than the other woman by the way that they treat you. Come on now. Can we stop playing? Can we do it? Please. Just a little bit. That's all I wanted to say.
Okay.
I'm at.
Y'all.
I can't. You can answer first. Go ahead. And I answer second. Go ahead.
Yeah,
So
I'll go third.
I'm gonna tell you something. I like your bonnet. Yeah,
Thank
your
you.
hair right. It looks
This
nice
is
on
this
you.
this looks like
It
my
look
little
it
interchangeable.
looks
You know what
nice
I
on
mean?
you.
My on the go.
But you see how
Thank
respectful
you.
you look and how well you speak and how elegant you talk.
I try, yes.
So you set a certain standard of a type of woman men like, right?
Some men. I fit into a pocket of some
Some men,
men
yeah,
who
yeah,
may
yeah. So there's
find
different
me
pockets.
right.
So let me ask
Exactly.
you a question. Let me ask you a question. Who define what a whore is?
Men.
Men define what a whore is?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, y'all were the creators of the word.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily.
Yes,
Not
necessarily.
necessarily. But also,
Mhm.
also,
It was a male. I'll put it that way. No argument here.
no,
Just
no, okay,
it was
no,
a
no, no.
male who
Is
created.
that so? Here's the thing.
Right.
So a lot of this was set up before we came. Now, mind you, they were
Exactly.
set up before we came. So there's an idea of
Mm-hmm.
what purity is, right? And a lot of the
Mm-hmm.
definitions come from long before. So there's an idea that,
Well, of course.
uh-huh.
Of course.
So
I completely agree with you.
now my
Where I
go
go ahead,
ahead.
I'm
No, no,
sorry.
go ahead.
Please.
So so
That's right.
so there's even when you say sexually liberated, there's different
Mhm.
types of men. All black men are not the same,
Right.
right?
Exactly.
Some people like somebody who's a little bit promiscuous, yeah? Who done threw it back a couple times and then been in the hallway on the back of the yard. Some people have been on back chat. You feel me? Some people have been on back chat. So the thing I'm saying is everybody is different for everybody. Now, mind you, I support sexual liberation. If you want it, baby, go ahead and get it, but you ain't my wife. You're
See,
not
there it
my
is, right
wife.
there,
You're not my
right there.
wife. Listen,
Let me pause.
but
Let me
I'm
pause
not.
right there.
I'm not hating though.
If you don't mind,
Yeah,
right? If you don't mind, that's it. That's what I'm talking about. The fact that a woman is defined by who she sleeps with, just like men define other men by who they sleep with. Now, the caveat is this. Give me 1 second. I promise you got it. The caveat is this. What about the men? When are men going to tell other men? So who do y'all sleep with until you find your wife? Because not all of you will go celibate.
No, but first it also depends on how you was raised and this and that. I don't look at men who sleep around as men. I say that's none of my business. But I'm just saying this, dude. So what if my father had told me what type of a respectable woman is? So what he says is non and voided.
That's not what I'm saying.
No,
I'm saying
I'm
this.
actually, but you said men. So I'm saying so I learned what a real woman is and the type of woman I need to be with by examples I've seen from other women and what my daddy told me. So what I'm saying,
right.
He was a man who told me that don't sleep with somebody with a high body count. Does my father information is voided? My daddy ain't never cheated.
No.
No, but no,
no, that's not.
But yeah, I'm asking the question.
I'm sorry.
Since you say that, when do men start to say? Let's say the person who got his information from their fathers, and they say, do not sleep with somebody with a high body count, so he lives and die by that. Is that information voided?
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the not what men do as far as your level of what a good woman is going to be, in by definition, is subjective. It is based on many things that allows you to be connected with a particular culture, a particular style, a particular body type. There's a play into that psychologically. We can agree on some of that. What I'm speaking to is that adage of she's a hoe, so she's here, and she's somebody's wife, and she's here. However, this woman and this woman can have sex with the same man at any given moment. Not to say that all men cheat. What I'm saying is that we're not that far apart, because even though we want to say it's none of our business, it kind of is, because you never know. And if you're a single person, you don't know the crowd that the person that you might end up with, run with yet. You have no way of knowing if these are people who are safe with themselves. That is not it. It is the fact that strip clubs and women on the street and that whole lifestyle has been created because there's a need. And yes, all of us other women who don't do that, who go out here and work every day and do our thing and, live our lives, it is a different lane for everybody, right? But we also can kind of generalize, and that's why I came up, because the way Ronnie was explaining it, you deserve what you deserve because you're a bad woman, right? And I got the other part that he said, shitty people all the way around. But I just was trying to understand why are we quick to demonize something that men encourage? That's I guess that's the thing. Like,
you talking about a particular type of man?
Exactly. We're not talking about all men.
Yeah, all men. Yeah.
All different types.
Yeah, no, I mean that's for me. It goes without being said. I know that there are nuances in different sectors of men. Yeah, completely. I just am trying to find out from the men's side, like how your hierarchy sometimes sounds it's hypocritical at times. And so that's why I ask, and I'm talking about the general, hey, what's a good woman? Because that question's been asked to groups of Black men before. So just in general. But when you use terms like whore and this is why, da 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 da, but yet it's not women who are buying, all the paraphernalia and the different things that go along with that lifestyle for women like that. So that's it. I'm sorry, I don't want to go on too long. I know you said you only
That's
had 2
cool.
minutes.
And the thing is, I like what you're saying, because it describes me of me, before, personally for me, being in the area I was in, even though I know what a good woman was, because like my mom told me, my father never told me at the time, because he probably wasn't in my life. But I hear it from my mother and my grandmother, and don't tell me what a good women are. And I see that, in my mom, and I see that in my grandmother. Now, in the group, I would say, friends who've been messing around with women, watching at the time, in the early 2000s, the Master P's, Juveniles, back that thing up, especially when you're a young age, it's like, oh, okay. And if you want to be a baller, you need the cars, you need the clothes, you need the jewelry, you get the women, all that type of stuff.
Listen, clothes got smaller and shorter.
Exactly.
Yeah,
but the thing is, we think that's the right message. And sometimes with that, sometimes it's a lot of men give out the wrong messages. We thinking that's the right message. And for me, I thought it was the right message of doing that until I messed with a chick one time and I got an STD. That's okay. It's okay. It was small, minor. That changed my mind dramatically right there.
Well, yeah, I guess it would.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry to hear that.
When I messed with her, she was a 304. I have to say that she was.
Well, I mean, there are some, and don't get me wrong. Nor am I saying that there aren't. There are just women, just like there are men who are. We're not talking about those people. I'm just talking about when we talk about mainstream. When it comes to, like, for instance, Remy cheating on Papoose, right? Everybody's like, "Oh my God, he held her down." Da 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 da. But this argument has also been heard on women's side, and it's like, well, you should have chose better. Nobody's telling Papoose that. Not any men, anyway. But I'm just, I'm kind of picking at the bear because I want to know that. So I just throw that out there. There's something to, because I mean, Ronnie hit all of them. Bow, bow, bow.
Hey,
I was like, oh.
I got a young man here. He wants to give his opinion. He doesn't want his face to be on the camera.
It's okay.
You don't want his face to be on the camera. Hold up.
And we'll get you just straight in a minute. We'll get you to you just straight. Go ahead.
Yeah, go. They hear you.
My definition is a woman who just gives her body out to men with no respect for herself, asks men for money, Why do you think you're qualified to ask a man for money? You don't have money yourself.
So the question is, where did you get that information from?
It's just my opinion. I be on the internet and I just see how both sides are talking about it, how men and women are talking about it, and it's just I be seeing women out here just doing stuff.
Would you marry a whore?
No, I wouldn't.
So with
Never.
somebody with a body count, you wouldn't give them a chance?
Personally, body count doesn't necessarily matter to me, but it really matters how the person acts, who they
How the
are as a
person acts?
person. Yeah, who they are as a person.
I'm asking, do you think body count reflects on a person's purity?
Yeah, because if you have too many bodies, like 20 or something like that, as a woman, that's not.
Have you ever seen your mother bring a bunch of people around you?
No.
Have you ever seen your grandmother done that?
Never.
What about your auntie?
Nah.
So do you think that the type of woman you look for maybe reflects on what you've been presented?
Myself?
No, I'm saying like things that you see.
Nah, yeah.
Have you seen your uncles bring multiple women around?
No.
What about, isn't one of your uncles, how long your other uncle been married?
Ramel?
Yeah, Ramel, yeah.
Like 15, longer.
What about Doom?
A long time, double digits.
Time. So you would say you would want women that mimics that, right?
Yeah. A loyal, respectable woman who cooks, clean, or how to take care of family.
Mm-hmm. What about your homeboys? Are they sexually liberated?
I have a homeboy who don't even like dating black women.
Whoa! Don't say that on here. They might attack us.
No. I'm just saying. I told him why. He said the reason why is because the black girls that he see now, they out here just disrespecting themselves. They have no respect for themselves, and they acting ghetto and all of that. So and he doesn't like that.
They want to know your age. How old are you?
I'm 21.
21? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to get married?
Yeah, I would love to get married. Just not by the system though.
Okay.
Get married by God.
Listen, this is gonna help us a lot. I appreciate you coming here.
No problem.
And give us your word. So you say body count does matter when finding a good woman.
Yeah, it does.
Do you think Suki Hana's a whore?
Yes.
What about Sexy Red?
The way she acts just gives
is she a whore, right?
Yeah.
Do your mama act like Suki Hana?
No.
Has your mama posted revealing stuff online?
No. Sexy Red is one too.
Okay. Do you think good women is the way they present themselves in public?
No, that's not a
Is
definition.
Michelle Obama a whore?
Nope.
Carrie Hilson.
The thing about Sexy Red is, ever since she came to be, women are easily manipulative. So when Sexy Red came, you see all these girls they talking about some crazy stuff. Now they doing crazy things. I've been around some girls who love Sexy Red, and the way they act is just crazy. They on stripper poles. You like 19, 20 years old on a stripper pole. That's not a good definition of a good woman.
Whoa. Thank you, brother.
So, no problem.
I appreciate it. I like the fit, though. The fit looks nice.
But I want to answer Chocolate Earth, but thank you, Hakeem. I already know who that was, but
you know who that was.
Yeah, but Chocolate Earth, I want to answer real quick. Now, in the aspect of the hold'em, what I would was there's men that clearly are really good men. They don't go sleeping with women. They focus on the marriage and the building of the family. But then you'll still have a woman deep down inside. She will still go out there and creep. Those are the women as hold'em. And the reason why I brought up Shukiana and Sexy Red is because of their like the young men just said. Is because of their attitude. Is the image of them portraying themselves to be quote unquote sexually liberated. But then that's the only reason why I refer that to keep an image and people say like, okay, he's talking about those type of women. And those type of women do exist because I used to deal with those type of women.
No. I want you to understand. I'm not saying that they don't. I want to go back to what I'm asking. I asked, in that hierarchy, how is it that we still in 2023 are still doing this where women are concerned, knowing that they are in working or in environments or doing certain things, not just because they woke up one day and was like, oh, I want to be a stripper one day. Like, no, I mean, whatever your path, right? But I guess what I find is interesting again, when you guys describe women, it's very general, right? But when I do the same as far as men are concerned, then it's like, well, that's sections of men. We know this, but y'all talk about the women that you don't want. That's all we see.
No, because
We don't see the. But I mean, I'm being real,
I'm
like
being
for real, like seriously.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's not heavily displayed. I'm being honest. It's not heavily displayed, especially on
No, not at all.
space we're in, especially in the space we're in. They not heavily displayed. Let's keep it on. Most of the women that goes on the panel are ratchet. Not talking about you.
No. I'm not talking about the women who go on a panel. I'm talking about the representation of women as far as the ones who are what you quote unquote boring. We not exciting. We not loud like that.
That's not.
We're not flashy. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
that's not the type of women we go for. We want the ones in the bleach stained dress.
You can't wear the blue
about this.
dress all the
I get
time.
what you're saying because as a young man, I'm one of those. It's just go ahead, Ronnie.
But we're not gonna bring it home to grandma.
No.
Go ahead.
But this is what I mean. So hold on, hear what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
You will be with a woman. Maybe you sleep with this woman, right? You have an intimate interaction with her, whether she's a stripper, whether she's a dancer, whatever her profession, she in the life, whatever it may be. It may not be to a particular standard that you are trying to hit. But what I don't think that when you hear that conversation, you guys are still having relationships with women that you have no intention other than to, oh, we can have fun for a while, but I don't see you as a wife. But we can't tell each other that in the beginning.
I get what you're saying.
Because it would be over.
No.
Right?
No, to me, it don't necessarily go over because I believe if you want to, I'll just say this: I'm all about telling the truth. If you want to talk about getting married, okay. If you want to talk about messing around, that's fine too. But if you don't but if there's a disagreement, that's fine. Move on to something else. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like a lot of men are not honest enough to say, "Hey, I want to do this. I want to have sex with you, whatever."
Thank you. That's it. It's like
women don't.
If you don't like the whole adage, what is that? I want a lady in the streets and freak in the bed. That didn't go nowhere.
Honest,
right?
Women are delusional, and that was I ain't want to go this route. But most of the time, the women are delusional because the man is honest. Woman,
he's cooking.
I just all I want to do is smoke and fuck. That's it. The women that smoke.
Who says this though? Tell me where they do this at. Tell me where.
Chocolate Earth. It's just
tell the woman that all I want to do is smoke and fuck, and the women don't believe that. They're like, no, I want you to be in a relationship. That was I say I don't even want to go this route because the topic is not really about that. It's mostly about.
Well, no, they tie in together because it is about relationships. Like it's just about what I'm saying. What I'm speaking to is not just to one side of it. It is the connection of the relationship. Period. The way we talk about relationships up here can be a little dangerous because it's like, okay.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Sure.
So is it okay for Remy Ma to be sexually liberated in her marriage?
What is sexually liberated?
No, I'm asking. I'm asking.
Nah, because you got a different definition. You do. Don't play. I've been here before.
No, listen. I'm just saying.
What?
Is it okay for Remy Ma to be sexually liberated while she's married?
Well, yeah. Why can't she? She with her husband.
No. She's not being sexually liberated with her husband. She's with somebody else. Is it okay?
That's cheating. That's all you got to say.
Okay.
That has nothing to do with sexual liberation. That's her just cheating.
But is it okay for?
So that would be what men do that too, huh? If they cheat,
listen. No. We don't respect those men here. We put those men down. Like, and don't get me wrong. We're not excluding with what you're saying. There's a sector of men. There's a sector of men who goes out here, who sells dreams and false promises, and women
every day.
And
a sucker born every day.
And women caught up in the web now. Now, mind you, give a disclaimer: we don't respect those guys.
I got you.
We don't respect those guys.
But they still exist.
Listen, yeah,
Go
we don't
ahead.
respect those guys. But here's the thing: the fundamental question is this: when you found out that he's like that, why still continue?
I mean, I'll continue if I want to do it.
So
and then I won't continue.
So that means you can.
If I don't.
So that means if you continue, there's no mean to cry wolf anymore. We can't feel sorry.
I don't.
We used to say, yeah, bitch, yeah, handle your business. After we were saying, F that dude, because listen here, we don't support men. We don't, here in Chaos Culture Radio, CCR, we support getting with women who are respectable and loving, or getting with whoever you want to choose to be with. We not on both sides here. So the thing is this: if you choose to do that after you found out that guy, we understand the point that men lie, women lie, numbers don't. But if you choose to do that, whose fault is it after that?
The same. It's both y'all's fault.
Okay. So Remy,
I give it to you on equal levels. No one deserves it. That's not what I'm saying. But there's always a piece on each side, right? When it comes to relationships. Now, my level, I told y'all when we had this conversation before. You cheat on me, that's it. I don't care. I will erase your name from my whole life. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't believe that everyone should apply the same rule as I do. But this is how I dance, right? However, when it comes to these type of things, especially if it's a woman, there seems to be an air of, well, see, she cheated on him. He held her down. Now let's use this as an example. And I'm not saying that's what you guys are doing. I'm saying that it is now used in a way to kind of weaponize the fact women cheat. Yeah, and new what? Men cheat. What? This ain't new. What we doing out here?
Go ahead. I have a good question for you guys, and I'm gonna put this on me. Let's just say y'all don't know the fully details, but my wife cheated. What would y'all say?
I'd ask you how you were doing.
Ronnie and Hakeem, what would you guys say?
Oh, that's all right. I won't really.
I would say let's get on the Zoom and cry together and eat some ice cream.
I'll eat ice cream with you.
You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna cry with you. I'm gonna say what happened. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna automatically go, hey, what, you know what I mean? Like what happened? Like when I heard Remy,
that don't help.
When I heard Remy did it, I said I was hurt. I didn't say F her. I didn't say she been like this, because she doesn't have a history of sleeping around.
Yeah.
That,
or she just got caught this time. Right.
Yeah.
It could be either or. Right. That's what I'm saying. It, like both things can be right at the same time.
Go ahead, Ronnie.
You know?
I couldn't hear you. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Ronnie.
These women are the biggest cheater because women can hide it very well because of the way they are as women. I don't even want to go this route, because me going this route.
I'm not gonna argue with you, baby. You ain't gotta worry about me. I'm not gonna argue that point because I know it's mute. I'm gonna keep it 100. From a sociology standpoint, it's a mute point because it's not factually proven. So I'm not gonna argue with you about it. So don't worry about that. Yeah.
Don't have guys for different things.
I'm sorry. Say it again.
You're telling me women don't have guys for different things?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't. I don't have a guy for everything, because I wouldn't be on here trying to get some donations. Like if I had a man for everything.
The average woman. Even me and Hakeem knows these type of women, they have guys with different things.
Who's the average woman though? Like we never get a description of what your average woman looks like, because when a black man says the average black man, the average black woman, it's almost like, do they become Lego blocks and now they different looking?
It's more like a fairy tale.
Because I'm like this.
More like a fairy tale.
That go to school, the woman that go to work, the woman that you would think, the woman.
Hoes go to work in school, sir. What?
No, I'm saying.
I'm messing with you, Ronnie. I'm messing. Go ahead. Go ahead. I was just fucking with you. Go ahead.
We have not let Jay speak, and I'm sorry about that, but Just Jay, go ahead. Speak. Go ahead, Just Jay. You can speak now. Go ahead. The floor is yours.
Sorry.
Do tell. Can y'all hear me okay? I hope so.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Okay. So I don't even know where to start, y'all, because y'all done took the
No,
conversation
go
and
ahead.
like
Go all
five.
the way in.
Huh? I can't hear you.
No, I'm saying go all the way in. Like, go ahead. The floor is yours. It's yours.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know where to start. Okay, with the situation with Remy, right? Me personally, I tend to stay out of people's household. You know what I'm saying? In that regard, right? This is content, so I know that there's going to be a level of conversation that y'all looking to have concerning the topic, right? But ultimately, we truly don't know what has happened in their relationship, right? And so, because of our personal experiences, we start to project and we start jumping out the window, right? So we create these whole movies in our head about what happened. Okay, he done held her down. Da da da. Y'all don't know if he was out there hunching when she was locked down for 7 years. I'm just saying. I love Papoose. You feel me? He seems to have a genuine spirit. Like he seemed to be a chill guy. Like I just like guys that move like that, right? But we'll sit here and make all these assumptions and act as if like we just create this whole narrative when we don't have the layers to the story, right? The way baby girl was looking to the side and her eyes start shifting when the dude was when the dude was doing the rap. That I mean, I have my opinion on that, right? But nevertheless, right, it's outrage because it's not normal. It's not the go-to for men to hold a woman down, right? And be this good guy. What we're saying with this conversation is it's not normal for men to be decent, sturdy men and hold a woman down. This is why we have this insane level of outrage because he's a good man. He's a good man, Savannah. Like I don't I don't get the outrage. I'm just saying, like stuff happens, and we make it a gender thing, right? Humans are gonna human at the end of the day. And this is what we don't account for. We make everything about gender in some of these spaces. And I know we're just having a conversation, y'all. And y'all know I love you, so I'm not coming at y'all with no type of energy. But it was a few things I heard that, first of all, respect is subjective. Feeling disrespected is subjective. You can't tell a person how they are disrespected. You may think it's something minor, they may think it's something major. So, in that regard, a woman who has respect for herself, that could be broken down in 50 million ways. What does that even mean, right? Okay. Also, as far as the hoes, Ronnie, know I've been saying it for over 2 years. Men love hoes. That's how I feel. Men they part their wallet with what they enjoy and what they like. And generally speaking, men part their pockets with hoes. Okay. Now, hey, call it what you want. It is what it is. But my thing is, if a man is willing to engage in all these behaviors, all these sexual fantasies, and exude all his prowess, you know what I'm saying, with these women, right? But he don't want to take her home. So, like Chocolate was saying, truth be told, like, and I ain't trying to get gutter, right? But this is where the disconnect comes when you have people who are married and have these couples, right? He really want to get down and dirty with her, right? But he don't want to defile her, right? Because of the way we have created this image of what a wife should be. She represents this purity and all this other shit, all this green shit that niggas don't like. Okay? Because at the end of the day, I'm just saying, Hakeem, don't hide. Come on.
No, man, I'm had it. I'm not had it. Hey,
He
the
went.
farmer,
He went to get
the
it.
farmer hat is coming on.
Oh snap!
He
Here we
farming. He
go.
farming. Okay,
Just Jay, you look fantastic
thank you,
today. I
babe. I
just want you to
appreciate you.
Very
know.
I
beautiful.
appreciate you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look really good just today. Yes.
Thank you.
But I
So my
You look
regard, right?
magnificent.
Yeah, all the beautiful kids look
Thank
good
you.
today.
I love the dread.
Merci. Merci.
If I can
Okay,
put it.
so listen, right? So this is my thing, right? A lot of this boils down to communication. Everybody got their journey, right? We could sit here and we can judge all this stuff and oh, she a trifling ass hoe and da da da. We could do all this, but ultimately everybody had a journey. Now, whether or not their relationship lasts is up to them. They have to be willing to do life together. Like we had this conversation on y'all channel about people, cheating and stuff and whatever the case is, right? I don't judge people like Chocolate said. She know what her boundaries are, right? Everybody's boundaries are different. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's level of tolerance is different, and I don't judge people for whatever they choose to stay in or whatever. If somebody cheating, they decide to work it out, good for them. If they decide to part ways and don't want to do life together no more, that's their business. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's important that we all work on our stuff, right? Our internal stuff. So when these conversations come about, we can separate. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna have to be in your business, Ronnie, but you jumped out the window, babe. Like Ronnie was fed up. Listen, y'all, Ronnie was finna flip the table in the room. Listen, y'all, Ronnie don't get worked up if y'all ever notice. Ronnie was finna flip the table, honey. He was like, I'm
What
something.
happened?
With Remy, listen, he was blacking out. He was blacking out, y'all.
Oh
He was like, I'm sick of these. They whores. They whores. I'm sick of these whores.
no!
He cooked.
Oh,
He ate.
No, but for real, right? Our
okay.
personal experiences, right, will have us feel that level of passion. So I would never deny his experience, right? Because obviously he feel away.
Right.
You feel me? Because of something that he experienced. Just like when women are in the chat and we be popping off like, yep, see, that's what them niggas do. That's what them niggas do. You know what I'm saying? So we have to all work on our stuff, you know. It was another thing I was gonna say about the whole whore thing, right? Y'all take it how you want to take it. Every woman has been a whore, a hoe to some man. That include your mama, that include your sister, that include your auntie, your cousins, whoever, right? And unfortunately, this is the thing. How you value a woman is not the same way another man is gonna value a woman. You know what I'm saying?
There it is.
And that's all
There
I'm
it
saying.
is.
To one man, this might be a hoe, right? And then generally speaking, we have like the Instagram girls and stuff or whatever that are generalizing and like generally speaking to most people, she's considered a hoe. But to somebody else, she might not be considered a hoe. Should we care how people view us? Yeah, I think to a degree when it's people that matter, right? I'm not the type of person to say I don't care what people think because that's not me. I do care how people experience me, right? People that I respect and that I'm genuinely trying to connect with and have a meaningful discourse with. Yeah, so I care about how people experience me, but ultimately, we all been hoes. I'm a hoe to somebody. Chocolate a hoe to somebody. Your mama a hoe to somebody. My mama a hoe to somebody. You don't like it, Ronnie, but it's the truth. At the end of the day, men don't value women the same. You know what I'm saying? Is it fair? It's absolutely not fair, but life ain't fucking fair. It is what it is. The double standard will always exist, in my opinion, right? I do think that we're having meaningful convos and people are starting to evolve a bit in their thinking, right? But generally speaking, double standards gonna always exist. We don't like when they don't
Exactly.
serve us. Now I know if I go out here and go to popping on a handstand out here in these streets, y'all gonna be side-eyeing me. I know that I will have less grace versus Hakeem
Mm-hmm.
going out there and popping. You know what I'm saying? He out there getting it in. You know what I'm saying? Got booties and boobs flying all in the space and everything. He having the time of his
Oh.
life, honey. So
Oh.
at the end of the day,
No,
we know I will have less grace.
Oh.
That's the double standard.
Right.
It fucking sucks,
Yes.
but that's what it is. But I will say for men that want to get married and shit, like, you know what I'm saying? And I don't necessarily want to say this like this, but hopefully y'all will catch what I'm saying. For the men that decide they want to get married and they find a wife, you know what I'm saying? You find a way to make your wife your hoe, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? Catch the metaphor. I'm not
Right.
calling her a whore.
Exactly.
I'm just saying find ways to experience her in ways that you may not necessarily feel like, let's keep it real. People be married and they'll go out and cheat because they'll do stuff with the woman on the outside that they don't want to do to,
Right.
right? Because now they
On
thinking, well, I
demand
don't want to
sex.
do that to her. You know what I'm saying? Instead of with her, I don't want to do it to her. So they'll go out in the street and handle somebody else a certain way or whatever. Now, if you're a deviant, that's another conversation, y'all. But like, I don't know what else to say, y'all. Do y'all have questions? Because I had my thoughts together, but y'all start like swerving
No,
all over the
but
road.
you hit it on the part of we are aware as women. We know that there's different types of
Wait.
men who like different types of
I'm
women.
sorry. What the comment? What do you mean?
He said
How about the
He said,
women
"How
who take
about
advantage
women?
of the anime niggas? Who is
The
that?
nerds, the
the
nerds,
nerds.
the
Yeah.
The nerve.
nerds.
They want to be taken advantage
Now
of,
don't let's not
sir."
That's
say
not
that.
nice,
Let's
chocolate.
not say that.
Not
I know.
not
Let's
No,
all
not
I
of
say
don't
them.
mean
that.
like
Not
that.
all of
Oh,
them.
I
Not all of them.
Well,
You know what? You and Ronnie need to go on put Ronnie and chocolate together
no,
on the
no, no.
same
Wait, wait. Let me
picture thing. Cause Ronnie
clarify.
already said women love pain. They love it. They love it. You
y'all
No,
sound
don't
just like him.
no,
come on. Just
no,
y'all don't love.
no. I'm saying, I'm talking about, listen.
You from Miami? You don't? Yeah, the girls in Miami. You don't love pain on just Jay?
I don't even know what that means. What are you talking about?
What?
I'm talking about sexual. You see, people going
Emotional pain.
sexual. I'm talking about they will go with a guy and deal with that guy for a very long time, even though that guy is doing them dirty. They love it. They love the thrill. They love the pain. They love to cry every night. Oh, I love him.
Ronnie, you sound insane right now, baby. Honestly.
All right.
Well, can I just go ahead? You done? Did you have a question with that? Because I want to understand.
Women don't love
when
pain.
You say
the aspect of pain. Most of the guys on the panel, I'm just saying, women. I'm talking to Jess J and Chocolate. Do you see or have conversations with women that talk about their issues, their painful issues?
Yes.
Okay. They talk about it. Do they end up leaving the situation, or they stay in the situation?
It's sometimes
misery.
Because
sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, and it's not because they. But hold on, real quick. I have to.
Okay.
Let me pause real quick with you, if that's okay, Ronnie. That's dangerous to say.
Okay.
Because to say that women like pain because they're staying with a person who is not benefiting them or doing some kind of emotional or physical damage to them, this is the piece I talk about. This is the piece I'll be asking about. Conversations. Hold on, you can't generalize something like that. Because the reason why a person, just like a man being abused by his wife, he'll stay with her.
He loves it
because of one or two things.
Go ahead.
Not so much as that he loves her, but also taking into consideration, who does he go to for support?
Okay.
They're going to laugh at him.
Oh, remember, Chocolate, you just said if a man cheat on you, you're gone because you don't love.
That's me, but that's my standard, Ronnie. You can't paint that across for every woman, though.
But
that's my level of, hold on, baby. That's my level of love for who I am as a human being. I'm not knocking anybody. If you stay and y'all can work it out and you can build trust, for me, building trust is something that I know has been damaged over the years. To build trust of me.
Okay, prime example.
So it's like, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm willing to say no. I'm not going to allow somebody to do that again to me because I recognize it. A lot of people don't even recognize the pain that they're going through because they don't have the capacity to do it. And it has nothing to do with having mental health issues. It has to do with not being shown or taught that there's a different way of doing things.
Okay, I'm gonna use this. This is my last example, and of course I'm gonna let Hakeem go. Let's say a woman that's in a DV situation, right? Majority of the time when they're talking to people around this situation, they always tell them to leave. Hold on, let me finish my point, and then JJ, you can go, and then I can go, and I'm done. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm done for that. But majority of the time, because I dealt with women, and I may not dealt with them in the aspect that we just have conversation. They were like, "Oh,
sorry,
I want to leave this situation, but I love this man," and I always bring in the fact. I say, "You really sure you really do love that man, or you just love the pain you're going through?" I always ask them that question, and the majority of the time, they just like what y'all guys doing on the panel. They'll pause and they'll think about it. Because sometimes
I'm just trying to wait for you to finish. It's not because I'm thinking.
I'm just saying as an example. Like I'm talking about when I'm talking to these women, they're saying an example. They'll pause and they'll think about the question I'm asking them.
They probably be befuddled, babe, because that's kind of wild. This is the thing, right? Go ahead and finish. You got it. Sorry.
Because you never heard nothing like that before. But at the end of the day, I know I ain't talking crazy. But at the same time, the women will come back to me later on and they'll be like, you know what? I just thought about what you said. I may be attracted to that pain you're talking about. Of me going through what I'm going through. But that's all I gotta say on that.
I got a question, Ronnie. Are you talking about like a woman that's experienced maybe misery, maybe?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes they love that. They just love what they're going through because it makes them feel like, oh, my life means something. If I don't go through this pain, my life don't mean nothing without it. That's what I'm saying.
Well, that's what I mean. That has to be something that's imprinted on you as you grow up. We are all imprinted by what we see, who we're around. The anecdotal messages, are pushed together. Like the data is all brought together, and this is how you get surveys and information because they ask questions about people's personal lives. Right. This is how we even get these generalizations, and we can go to statistics and so on and so forth. But again, what is missing is the intimacy of conversation. A person doesn't stay with a person just because they like pain, sir. It is something going on with them within them that they feel like they deserve that pain. That is what has to be worked out. And why don't we talk about why is he causing her pain? Why do the men make it unsafe for us?
I'll say this right quick, right? Chocolate. In that regard,
You got
right?
it, baby.
This is where sometimes I get a little flustered, right? Because this is how misinformation spreads, right? For the people that know me, y'all know I could care less about a gender. I do feel like there are certain nuances, right? That different genders experience that the other don't necessarily have a grasp of. But ultimately, if you are in a dysfunctional relationship, a person cannot be dysfunctional by themselves in a relationship. If two people are in a relationship, one may exhibit more dysfunction than the other, but at the end of the day, when they say like attracts like, or we rise to the level of whatever, all that is true. Even if I got with a dude and he was a piece of crap, right? He's a quote unquote piece of crap, right? After I get all that out of my system, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna reflect on what it was within me that was attracted to that level of toxicity. And the truth is, there has to be a measure of toxicity within me, right? To even connect with that person, esoterically speaking. So you can't have one person in a dysfunctional relationship and both people are just saying, I love the pain. If they are verbalizing that they love the pain, that's something totally different. But in general, people are not just um I want to say like overtly enjoying dysfunction, right? Now they may be only familiar with dysfunction, right? Because some people are used to that type of dysfunction. They see their parents go through a level of dysfunction, or they're surrounded by dysfunction, and so it becomes normalized to them. This is why some people enjoy relationships in a sense, right? They enjoy it in a sense of effing and fighting, right? Because some people enjoy that. Me personally, I find that weird. I find it dysfunctional as ever. Cause they'd be like, oh, the interaction, oh, I don't know if the baby's listening today, but us coming together after we fight, oh, it be bomb. That's kind of crazy as hell to me personally, right? Personally. Like we have to fight and we have to have all these type of hormones and stuff and chemicals pumping in our body to enjoy each other on the intimate level right after we fight. Okay. Typically, I think it's important that we educate ourselves on DV. I also see men that stay with a woman that slap them, mush them in the face, okay, done stab them with forks and everything. What I will say is, I won't fix my mouth to say that he love it. I'll say that he's familiar and he's comfortable with that dysfunction. I will not say a person loves that per se. Now, when we talking and we trolling and jest and stuff like that in the chats, we'll be like, oh, yeah, they love it, whatever. But yeah, I've seen stuff like that. There's plenty of stories of a woman, abusing a dude and he don't want to break it off. He don't want to break it off, right? But because, we're the weaker vessel, right? Sometimes men underestimate that, right? Oh, she just slapped me. Oh, them little hits ain't doing nothing. Oh, guess what? Eventually it's not gonna be a fork. You know what I'm saying? Then it's gonna be a knife. And there's plenty of stories where dudes is laid out and they gone bye-bye in a stairwell because now they leaking out and they trying to run out the house. Okay. So all this goes both ways. I'm not gonna fix my mouth to say that people love that type of stuff. And when you're dealing with DV, it actually takes at least like 7 tries before a person really break away from those situations. So that's why sometimes it seems exhausting when our friends or people we know are in stuff and it seems like they always coming to us and it's like, oh, here they go with this BS. Some of them don't know how to get out of it. Now, me personally,
Been there, done that.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I told a friend of mine one time before I say, listen, I'm gonna have to stop you, right? Because it was constantly. I'm always getting these stories. I'm always getting these stories, right? It's starting to wear on my spirit, right? Because I can't do anything because you gonna lay your head down with this man every night. I can't do nothing. So
No.
I'm gonna need you to stop, okay? Just stop. Say, listen, I love you, sis, but I'm gonna just need you to stop. I say, cause whenever I come to your house, that's your man. I still need to respect him. You know what I'm saying? When I come in the house, I still need to respect him. And it's gonna be hard for me to respect him when you keep talking about he's slapping you in the face, he done called y'all kind of names. So stop telling me this stuff because you gonna keep laying down with this man. So until you decide you're ready to do something different, because I'm also not one of them friends to tell people, oh, you need to leave. That ain't my place. When you decide you want to do something different, let me know and I'll support you. Other than that, ain't
There
nobody
you
trying to take
go.
all that. But we need to talk more about dysfunction in relationships and what healthy relationships look
Yeah.
like. And we all on that journey. You feel me? So sorry for being long-winded, but y'all got it.
We appreciate you ladies to be on the panel. Of course, we love it. Hakeem, I don't know what you have any thoughts on what she's saying. And then, of course, you're about to close. Go ahead.
Pain is love.
Hakeem.
You trolling today, and I'll deal with you later. I'm just going to mute. I'm going to deal with you later.
Okay. Bruh, ain't nobody.
Hakeem.
Looking like a damn ghost. I'm so sick of it.
Right, like he keep disappearing into the screen.
Damn spirit.
What I'm saying, because most men, I promise you, majority of the men, most men when they watch the replay, they're gonna agree with what I'm saying on the aspect of pain.
I don't care if they agree with you.
Yeah, like there's no disagreement. I just think that you should word that differently because all people do not like pain, and there's more nuance to a person being in a bad relationship.
Many levels,
and it doesn't have to be physical. You've heard of cults before, so that if a one human being can have the mental capacity to gain the trust of many human beings to do what they want, what make you think that a husband or a wife and working on one human 24 hours a day, you couldn't figure out a way to break them down? Right. Because that's what it is. Something's
layers upon layers. I think we just gotta be responsible when we say stuff like that. That's all. And I mean, y'all know people say what they want, but I try to be mindful when it comes to certain stuff. You feel me? Because a lot of these people we see out here, even in the chats, a lot of them be going through shit. You know what I'm saying? So
part two is
yeah. Let me ask you a question. So let's say somebody's already dysfunctional. We don't know they're dysfunctional,
right?
But they come into a relationship. They already dysfunction.
Right.
And they're going through the motion.
Yeah.
But they don't leave the dysfunction. And we do not know that.
Right.
Doesn't that, and from the person from the outside looking in, we don't know why they're dealing with that. We don't know that they're dysfunction. But all we could say, hey, if they're staying there, from what the general masses might say, they must like it.
Why do we have to have an answer for everything?
Yeah,
why we just can't observe a thing and say,
no, listen,
because that's what it is.
As human beings, we just gonna drive ourselves crazy by not coming with a solution in our mind.
No.
Right, because as human beings, we always need an answer when we have to learn how to detach. But that's a whole nother conversation.
That's a whole nother conversation. You're right, but because even me, if I'm looking at something and I'm looking from a red light,
it's normal to try to want to make sense of it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm going to put my hat up and say, what's going on over there?
Right.
You know what I mean? And then I'm not going to talk to nobody, but this is why I say what Rony is saying. I'm trying to, he has a point that a lot of a lot of people.
His point is very valid. I think it was the verbiage. You feel me?
And I get that.
That's all it is.
And
what he's saying makes total sense.
You know what I mean? And you know, delivery is subjective too. Everybody's different with their delivery, but a lot of people understand. Even in the chat, when he said it, I understand that because I know people personally. I can have conversations with them. I could tell them, hey, love yourself, do this. They'll still continue in the cycle. Now, mind you, I don't know their dysfunction. I don't know how they've been raised. As a friend, and listen here, I'm not judging them on their dysfunction. I'm just trying to understand. So in the back of our minds, you'll see most people go through it's like the same thing when this something that we say to our homeboys, a dude we know who go in and out of jail. Man, that nigga love going to jail.
Right.
That nigga love going.
It's a lot more layered.
Listen, we're not gonna say it in his face, but in the back you say, "Man, fool, he love going to jail." Yeah, that nigga.
But that's the nature of humans. We're judgmental, right? And you already know. I've had that conversation with you where I say, "Okay, I'm a judge a situation, but I also make room, right? I have to step back and understand that there's layers to a thing, and so nobody is here to try to gaslight Ronnie, okay? Because as usual, when people project, they go to swinging in the chat. Ain't nobody trying to make Ronnie sound crazy. To say a person loves dysfunction, I just think it's a matter of wordage. Nobody said he was wrong. I say it's wild to say that.
But listen here. What he just said, I just said it in another way.
And that's all this is. We're all
you know what I mean?
Same thing.
Yeah, we all say he said
Yeah.
He say that, oh, they must one love. I say my nigga like going to jail. He must got a boyfriend in there.
Well, no, it's more or less for me, and I'll just keep it. I am completely cool with the verbiage of it. My issue lies with the fact that we don't talk about how that emotionally even gets there, right? Because it didn't start there immediately. There are certain things that and can be put in the Kool-Aid that's gonna make it this particular color or be this particular way. These are things that are studied, sociology, psychology. We know this as just a blueprint or a shot in the dark, so to speak. Of course, we have outliers, we have all of those things. But I'm talking in this space and how women are spoken about in this space. When it comes to if we do something bad, it's like, oh, now we got one. You know
All
what
it
I'm saying?
is ego tripping. It's just a one
Right.
up, and just
Like,
for the extreme women in the space, it's all that. Like,
y'all just
I
prove
personally
like
don't have a need to one up.
what?
I like to have meaningful conversation. I like to have
Yes.
genuine conversations, and I like to have a meeting of the minds. I like to pontificate on stuff.
But we
I don't
consider
have an
boring
agenda. Like,
though.
I don't have an agenda
Yeah.
to attack men, and so that's why you got people swinging in the
Damn
chat.
it.
I love you dearly, but you swinging, and there's
Damn.
no need to swing because these two women here at the bottom are genuine, and we don't have an agenda to attack or bash or demean black men. So when we get on this panel, that ain't what
Oh,
we here for.
oh
So
no,
the
no.
energy is gonna
What
move
in the
different
holy
every
heck?
time.
Oh no,
Listen.
y'all are biggest supporters. It's just, yeah, but I do
No, I
agree.
know him definitely
Oh,
in the
oh
chat.
yeah, but listen, I'm gonna agree with you 100% on this one. And
Hey,
it's go ahead.
There's not the
I'm
Ladies
just gonna
first.
listen. I am not. No,
Ladies
I'm gonna offer
first.
this.
yeah.
Not me, but
No,
okay.
because he know he in
So
trouble. But
what?
y'all go ahead.
No, listen. I said this the other night. Y'all think I'm playing because I was trying to find out. So I can, as a ordained pastor, I can give away 2 sessions for free. If you need somebody to talk to, because that's what it sounds like, brother. I'm open to it. Gentlemen need to get it off your chest and move on, so you can find girls and
Right.
be married and stuff. Because y'all hurt out here.
A lot of
Y'all
people
hurt.
hurting out here in general. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And a lot
seriously.
of people
And it's a
don't.
lot of brothers out here. I'm
Right.
saying it with all my
Do
chest.
your thing.
Let's take an evaluation. Let's kind of step back
This your show. How can
because
you handle your
your
business?
baggage is
No, I
showing.
don't want to overtalk.
Yeah.
So
Well, we
No,
chatted
you
Patty, so
good.
you're gonna have
yeah,
to
yeah. No,
do your thing.
the thing
I ain't got nothing else to say then.
the
Fine.
thing I can agree with you on from a large point of view. There's many spaces in YouTube where there's groups of men who speak with a lot of vitriol towards women. I can agree with you on that. Now, you know what I mean? And you know what I mean, we're not a part of those groups, but I can understand where you're coming from. I guess, and I'm gonna say this with this point, where a lot of us know that we know men, regardless of how they paint it, we know men is perceived to cheat more.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's how we're projecting. Even we project that here too. We know men cheat more. We know men are nasty, and we know men are this. So I think the only reason where there was a lot of energy when we hear that women cheat, and then it's towards a person who we don't even consider a bad guy. It says to us, he's not one of the niggas that usually shit on the hoe.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that energy is there. But I get where y'all coming, where you know that
So it's definitely going to be more outrage, right?
a
And I
lot
get that. I get it.
But listen here. But I also understand you saying, okay, y'all saying about this, but y'all pounding us on us every day. Y'all pounding us every day, saying
Yeah. Unfortunately, what is allegedly like the scenario with him and her ain't new for a lot of women. You feel me? And if we're gonna keep it real, it ain't new for some men too. They just don't talk about it.
There's a podcast called Trapping Anonymous where there was a recent, y'all need to go watch it, where the girl talks about cheating on her husband. And she said that they had been together for so long, and she said she became unfulfilled.
Okay, so can you put it in the community tab when you have time?
I definitely will. I'm gonna post that, and she talks about after she lost weight, she had cheated on her husband, and they had been together for so long. They had a baby, and she confessed. She said
I'm
she
tired
was
of this narrative too that when big girls lose weight, they just go to roam the streets. But I believe that alone for
I
another
heard
day.
that. I heard that too.
yeah. You know that's a lie about that. I just think that, but it is that, and I guess, and that person was nice too, but I understand where a lot of women feel. You know, the thing is too, and I want to end this with my opinion. When women are talked about, especially amongst in front of other women, there's a personal connection there. So I know it's kind of hard. You might hear a lot about towards women and trying to understand, okay, there's a lot of energy behind it. Niggas ain't shit too. We talk about niggas ain't shit. But I do know when I do know. I'm gonna let y'all finish.
Now he finna disappear,
Listen,
girl. I'm so
what's his
tired of this
name?
spirit, girl. Look at the
Jabagar? Is
spirit
that
just
how
disappearing,
is it?
girl.
Jabagar?
What?
Jabagar. How do you say his name?
Don't get me to line because I'll mess it up. I bet it's not the way I pronounce it.
J-A-B.
How you say his
How do
name?
I?
Jabari.
Jabari. I meant it. Like I
That
can
say
give you
Jabari.
two.
That don't say
Is
Jabari.
it Jabbar? Maybe that's what it's for.
No, Jabari's married.
It doesn't matter.
No,
We're
but
trying to figure
somebody
out his name.
Jabgar. That's what.
My boy.
That's him.
That say Jabari. Okay, that's
It's
neither here
actually
or there.
Muslim. It's actually Arabic. It's Jabari.
Yeah, Jabbar. He just called.
Jabari.
Ah, okay,
Yeah,
okay, I
Jabari.
got
Yeah.
you.
Okay.
He's not
I had a
Muslim
moment.
though, but his name.
But that's okay. Like I'm not Muslim, but Shakira is Arabic.
Oh,
That's where Shakur comes from. So
Shakira.
That's our blood brother.
you heard me, DJ?
What?
Granville mom died.
No.
Yeah, I heard.
I wanted to let you know. That's someone I no, that's Hakeem. That's who I know in this space.
Oh wow. God bless his mother
I'm
then.
so sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it a little earlier, and I was trying to
Yeah.
get to the channel he was on, but
Need a lot of love in this book, and I know how it is.
yeah, me too.
We need each other.
Me too.
We can't live without none of it. We can't
But
live
that
without
was
y'all.
for hurting. Remember, I
You
was
can't
saying
live without us.
the pain. That's why I keep saying the pain is real.
Well, here's like I said, what I was gonna offer. All jokes aside, if you needed somebody to talk to, I could give you like for real. I can show you my ID. I'm registered. You can get if you need to talk about some things. Need somebody listen. I got you. But that was all with that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Passed today. God rest her soul.
Huh?
Present.
Yeah.
Of the,
God bless.
Of love, you get what I'm saying? But pain, that's what I'm telling you. A lot of people are dealing with pain, you know, even though the situation with Remy Ma, because we're about to close, the situation with Remy Ma, it shows you that people are dealing with pain.
Yes, yes, because they need to let it go. It keeps coming back. It keeps hurting.
Yeah.
It keeps feeling like somebody's ripping off a scab because you haven't let it heal yet.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. So thank y'all for having the conversation.
Jordan still here or he left?
No, he's here. He just got his camera on.
Oh, you guys came off. Jordan, I don't know if you have any final thoughts as we get ready to close. You sure Jordan's there? Jordan?
He's there. Because I'm looking right at him.
We can't hear you.
Oh shit, my bad.
I'm in the back check. I'm listening to y'all from the back check and everything. No, which is cool. I was chilling, listening to the back check, listening to the conversation. It's cool. No, I ain't no final thoughts though. This was a great panel, great topic to talk about. That's all I gotta say.
My final word is pain is love.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, y'all.
I'm gonna log off, okay?
Yeah.
All right.
You all right, baby?
Well, my heart's.
Oh, she's not okay.
No, she's not okay.
He just lost his mom. I know how it is to lose a mom. I came know my pain when it came to that aspect of money, losing my mom. So my heart's in prayer.
Let me tell you something. I completely understand. It's still a hard.
It's hard.
It's hard because we were best friends. That was my best friend, and I get you.
And my mom is like someone like you get what I'm saying. Been married to my dad for my father over 45 years. So
oh yeah.
So that right there and saying that I'm saying women like her it's hard to find, but they are out there. So I never lose hope. That was I can feel Granville's pain.
Yeah.
And through that, you get what I'm saying.
On a lighter note, I'm just gonna say I must just start a dating service for the people on YouTube. I'm gonna help y'all find these women. because they're out here.
No, that's
They just not on YouTube. And I don't think anything's wrong with that. I think if people had somebody in their life that truly cared about them, we would see a totally different community.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Like genuinely. Some people just need to be held and have, excuse my language, one of them big titty hugs. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. The big titty hug. Like everybody, it makes your day. I'm just saying.
Panel, we love the chocolateness.
Bye.
Bye. See you next time.
See you next time. Thank you.
The chocolate. Thank you so much for coming by.
Of course. Thank y'all for having me.
I really appreciate your insight. You know what I mean? Stuff like that, and blessing us with your feminine energy, because your femininity keeps my masculinity in check.
I'm not with you today. I'm not with it. I'm not with it.
Yeah, but yeah.
I've been trying to. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, but everybody on this panel was straight valid. I hope everybody can learn from the situation that everything was pretty much said, and
yeah,
grow. Because man, we only got one life to live. We gotta enjoy.
Right.
Yes,
let's have a
absolutely.
good time. Can we talk about fun in relationships? That's what I've been working on.
Love and let live. Love and let live.
Hey, black people, let's try to get away from the drama, because we love drama. We need to get away from that.
But my heart.
I must just open a retreat so we can have a place to go.
Yeah, we will. And shout out to you guys that 12 of y'all watching us. We know we on overtime, but we really do greatly appreciate it.
Oh yes, bye-bye.
Great job, Jordan, to you. And my hearts and prayers do go out. Chaos Culture Radio, send our hearts and prayers out to Granville.
Granville for sure.
Love you, brother. I know I can relate. I'm gonna reach out to him after I'm done with the show. It's tough right now, brother, but you're gonna, bro. She's in here. That's all that matters. She's in here. That's all that matters. So, thank you, guys. And like always, guys, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, guys, please make sure you go to Chaos Culture Radio Community Time. And the Community Tab is the Chaos Radio T-shirt. And also Prince Akeem new book, Black Love. Come over here, support the platform. Oh, I almost forgot. We also have the Chaos Culture Radio coffee mug. And the Chaos Culture Radio hat, which mine is being ordered. So I will have it on. Man, guys, come over here and support the platform. As you can see, we have really, really dope conversation, really serious conversation. We know when to turn it off and when to turn it on. So, like always, thank you for tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio. Granville, we love you, brother. Stay strong. We talk to you guys later. Have a good weekend.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.